International Women's Day is an appropriate time to pause and reflect on where we have come from, but also what lies ahead. When I was at university, the top media jobs were male-dominated, but yet our Prime Minister was Margaret Thatcher. The glass ceiling was being cracked right from the top of politics in the United Kingdom, but not by the media. In 2015, the DUP was the first of the Unionist parties in Northern Ireland to elect a female leader. Today, we have an executive which is 50% female, and 3 of the 5 main parties have female leaders. The media should use today for self-examination, though despite Margaret Thatcher becoming the first female Prime Minister in 1979, the media in Northern Ireland only appointed its first female broadcast political editor last week when Tracy McGee became political editor at UTV. In print media, Gail Walker became the first female editor of the Belfast Telegraph in 2015, which broke the glass ceiling for the big 3 daily papers. There are, however, lots of brilliant female journalists, yet the top editorial jobs still seem to be male-dominated in the media. Indeed, the one organisation which should have been setting the gold standard was the public service broadcaster in the United Kingdom. Yet it was the BBC who the National Union of Journalists described as having a monumental gender pay gap. Quite rightly, that 600% pay gap was exposed in court and remedial action is in place. Hillary Clinton and I disagree on most things, but I always agreed with her that you cannot be what you cannot see. I was privileged to grow up in an era where I could see a female leader who, like her or loathe her, was not so much cracking the glass ceiling as removing the walls of the house and pouring new foundations. What are the foundations and what should they be? Everyone will have different opinions on this. I don't seek special privileges because I'm a woman. I want the same opportunities as any man. I don't believe in quotas for media personnel or for politicians. I believe in a fair crack at the job, and I don't want women in jobs because of a mathematical formula. I want them in jobs because they are the best for the role. It would be remiss of me not to mention the role of social media and scrutiny in all of this. The biggest obstacle to being a woman in public life today is the constant stream of commentary on your appearance, the hourly trolling and monthly idiot who makes "this is what I'd like to do to you today" threat. The police have been getting better at dealing with this, but let's face it, the social media companies are more powerful than many small countries, yet they are failing to tackle these faceless trolls. What concerns me more is the growing evidence of online lynch mobs controlled by dark forces who are unleashed on female public figures like a pack of lions to do as much damage as they can to the public figure and the cause that they represent. Finally, it is not only online where faceless trolls lurk, as we have seen in recent days. In closing, I say this on International Women's Day: I stand with Maria Cahill. I trust the Media Ethics Board in the United Kingdom and Ireland will also stand by Maria and make sure the appropriate sanctions are placed on those who slandered her in the name of journalism, while all the time they were really political activists. Best wishes for the rest of the conference, and thank you for the opportunity to have this short address.